Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you put up with me? Can you deal with me? What the bleeding hell's just happened then? Everything's gone dark. What's happening? Oh. Well, work done for the day. Thought I'd get a coffee quickly before I end up going to Tesco to get something to eat because I'm absolutely starving. But no idea what I want at all. As always, anybody who knows me will tell you the same thing. I never know what I want. Such a pain. Such a strange night as well. Well, evening. In one direction it was really bright sunshine. Another direction, black clouds. Then in another one it looked like one of those sort of our summer's evening with pastel skies. None of them look connected at all. It's so strange. Jinxie, only listen as you're cooking dinner. Can you hear me? Do I sound alright? I think the problem that we had yesterday with the audio, a lot of it was down to, same as the pixelated screen, it was down to the fact that the internet connection was absolute garbage. Hiya. Yeah, hiya. Can you hear me? Is the sound okay? That's one of the things I'm testing. Yekida and all that jazz. Unfortunately you can't hear me. Well, tough shit, Jinxie, tough shit, girl. Auto erect, yeah. Ali, no worries, you're out and about. If I'm still on, no worries. Nice to see you anyway. Always good to see your name pop up. I'll have to turn this back up again as well. The brightness, otherwise I can't see what's going on. What's going on? Slightly different part of the dogging area, but look how miserable that sky is compared to yesterday. How bad's that? Botrix is joined, so there'll be points all round. I spent ages earlier doing something in Streamlabs Mobile to make it connected, so it looked a bit like, you know, the mainstream, and it won't connect for some stupid bloody reason. I need to sort that shizzle out, don't I? I really do. I'll get there. Just mad. How can the weather be so different within the space of 5 minutes? Where did the sun go? Elsewhere, obviously. Yeah, is the sound okay? Yes, now you've turned the mute off. Yeah, I'm using a different mic. I'm hoping that sorts a lot of the issues out. And also, a little box of magic. This tiny thing, believe it or not. Oh man. One working bloody hand, awful. That little thing is a mobile router. Once I get it set up, that means that if there's any issues, I will be able to go onto that internet connection rather than relying on just my phone. Might make things a bit better. Gingers crossed. Oh hello. More people coming for the dogging. Pro celebrity dogging. Right, I cannot for the life of me decide what I want to eat. Part of the reason why I'm parked up. I've got to go to Tesco, but I didn't want to go straight there because I can't think what to eat. What on earth can I have? Very snazzy, very snazzy. Also, Mandy, this should mean, hopefully, when the weather's a bit better, that I should be able to do more Dennis Bird cam streams as well. And not have to rely on the internet connection in the house, which is miles away from the garden. Shame as well, because it was lovely out there today. Absolutely lovely out there. The gardeners came yesterday and it looks lush. Beautifully appointed. So I filled the bird feeder up. Pretending you know what that is. The router. If you've got internet at home, you have to go via a router. This is the same, but you can use it in the car, or you can take it into Glastonbury if you felt like it or something like that. So torrential rain. Do you know what? 1 second, 2 seconds. That is sort of in your general direction. As you can see, it's a little bit lighter. No, it isn't. It's dark down there. My bloody mics fell over. I need to sort that out. But yeah, that was your general direction, and it looks very, very dark and bleak. Italian, Chinese, Indian, chippy. Ooh, I haven't had anything naughty to eat for a while. That is an option. Not everything I eat has to be completely and utterly healthy. I can have the occasional treat. But what do I have? Again, the choice. There's just too many choices. As I said yesterday on the way home, we've got Nepalese restaurants, and there's a Thai one just round the down the road from us. There's all kinds of mad stuff for a smallish town. We have so much stuff. Himalayan. What the fuck do Himalayan restaurants sell? Yak burgers? I don't know. I've got a bleeding clue. Whenever I watch mountaineering documentaries, they're all eating noodles. Chicken Kiev and chips, very nice. Yeah, keep your breath in that direction. Louise, you had chicken tagliatelle and tomato sauce. Not too naughty, that's nice that. Can't go wrong with pasta. In theory. I'm starting to dislike spaghetti bolognese though. Don't know what it is. Know what I mean? And the Sainsbury's where I got me router, I got it from the Argos in there. They also have a Costa in there, so it's turned into a little bit of a venue, that place. Not bad at all. What are you doing running through a car park, you absolute set of fucking melts? Go ahead, girl, pick your knees up. Too many joggers, why are they all running? There's fucking loads of them, why are they running through the car park? Must be something going on. Spaghetti is hard work. Too much forking about, definitely. Definitely too much forking about. Louise leveled up to level 7. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's there. There you go. Lovely stuff. Lots of ladies jogging now as well. Must be a club. They're all wearing the same colour t-shirts. Ah well, fair play to them. If you can do it, do it. Good for you. Good for your health. Swear you were on level 10. I haven't changed anything, honest. Although Botrix has been a bit of a bastard lately. I blame Jeff, as always. You're going to start shouting at seagulls. There was a couple of magpies just turned up, so I could shout at them, I suppose. How are you, Newcastle bastards? Oh no, sorry, they were magpies, different magpies. There's no seagulls around. Bizarrely, why aren't there any seagulls around here? It might be because KFC and McDonald's and that is down that way. That's probably what it is, isn't it? They don't come up here because there's easy to get ready food down there. People drop things on the floor and off they go. Dippy's open, it is. I wonder, I need to go and get wine anyway. Alcohol-free red wine, of course. I've run out. I need something else as well. I can't think what it is because my brain's knackered. Twatty day today though. Work was a bit of a pisser because there was a system problem with work, and on top of that, our internet, believe it or not, has been playing up. Well, you know it was because that's what went wrong yesterday with the internet by the look of it. So I've ordered a cable. I'm going wired, never mind wireless, I'm going wired. I'm going to plug that in and make sure that I stay connected to the router no matter what happens from Sunday onwards. See if that fixes it. But it went weird again today. Kept kicking me out. I don't like it. Don't like it. But the chippy. That's not a bad idea, that actually. I wonder if that's on the way home. I have to work this one out now. It could be. It could be on the way home. Anybody want to volunteer to be naughty stepped? You've been a mod for years and never used it and you still don't know how. Mandy, it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's day 25. Bloody hell. Fantastic. Cat standing in the kitchen staring at an empty floor where his dish used to be, giving you dirties. Cats do not give a shit about what's happening. Where's me food? Where's me food? Nuclear war, Armageddon outside. Where's me food? Shihab, how you doing, mate? I'm from Liverpool, but I live in Southport, just north of Liverpool. Where are you from, mate? I ask this to everybody who jumps in the stream. Originally Liverpool, like, but I've lived in Puerto de la South for the last 33 years, man. Yeah. What day are we in? May 16th, isn't it? 6 days ago was my 33rd anniversary of living here. We're only supposed to be here for about a year. From Manchester, but you live in Dubai. Bloody hell. That's a bit of a change, isn't it, mate? From the wettest place on earth. Well, I was going to say the driest place, but bloody hell, you've had floods there, haven't you? Yes, another bell end in a slammed car with a big exhaust. Congratulations, mate. Dubai, bloody hell, like. Living a high life there, lad. Having it large. Oh man, is this a fucking marathon going on here or something? I thought there was about 5 or 6 people running past. We're up to about 40 or 50 now. Tour de dogging sites. Fair play to them, Mike. If I could run, I would. But I can't. Not only because of the soap, but because my knee's knackered as well. I need to go and see the doctor about that. If I need to go on crutches, I'll have to do it one-legged. I can't keep on the way I am. It's terrible. It's not even a massive pain. What it is just like weak. It's weak and I'm worried that it's going to give way. There's a little bit of pain in there. It's a throb more than anything else. I don't need it. I need to get it sorted. Is that a goose? It is. It's a goose. It's one of those geese from last night. Yep. Jackie's in Northern Ireland. Mandy's in North Wales. Louise is in East Lancashire. Who else is in here? Which knee? It's my left knee, unfortunately. I used to play five-a-side football every Thursday night, and not that it's stuck in my mind, but on the 4th of December 2019, my last ever game, I tore the medial ligaments in my left knee. And because it was just before COVID lockdown, I didn't get to see a doctor or proper physio, so it's healed on its own, and I don't think it's right. All the lovely ladies are watching me, yep. I have some very, very, very loyal ladies in the chat who are here all the time. All wonderful people as well. Don't know why. It's obviously not for the looks, is it? Fucking hell. You couldn't punch putty any uglier than this. But they are fiercely loyal, and I love them all. Right back at you, Jackie. Right back at you, Cleopatra. They've been a great help to me. I'm recovering from a stroke at the moment, so on that long road to recovery, it's nice having the support of people. Sometimes I need a bit of a boost, and they are always there for me. Yeah, keeping an eye on me, that's more like it, isn't it? Making sure I don't get myself into any trouble. It's the only problem with a flat white as well, apart from the fact that it's got loads of milk in it. Going cold too quickly. Someone's got to look after me. Obviously can't do it for myself, can I? Obviously. Otherwise I wouldn't end up in this bloody trouble in the first place. Oh man, shattered as well. Even though I didn't have to take my daughter to work this morning, so I got to lie in. I'm still absolutely fucking knackered. Steve, yep, live again, mate. I'm watch time whoring, as always. Should have gone Americano. I know I should have done, to be honest with you, Louise. I normally do. I just fancied something, a bit of a difference, a bit of a change. I sometimes get the flat white in there just as a bit of a change. Next time, no. A large Americano. Blue jeans and chinos. I like that song. Bit of Holly Johnson. I didn't want a coffee, to be honest, but I was in there and now you can smell it. It's like, fucking, I'm gonna have to have one. Jackie, you like flat white and you cannot lie. Yep. The internet better at home? I don't think it is, to be honest with you, Steve. Although I'm going wired for Sunday. I'm wiring it in. I'm getting plugged into the router, hopefully. And I've got a little box of magic as well for future things. A little wireless router, which I can use in the garden, in the car, anywhere I want. So hopefully I should be more connected. Kirsty, how you doing? Safadima and pliers, how's things, bud? I'm also using a different microphone. Yesterday, the pixelation and the problems with the sound came from the internet connection on my phone, I think. Looking back at it, that's what it seemed to be. I've got normally a decent connection when I'm here, but with the storms that we've had, I think we've had a few problems with connections on everything. I did a test. Oh, hello. Some cat's flying his drone there. Proper drone. Have a look. Hang on, see if I can see him. See if you can see him coming back in a minute. He's just disappeared over in the distance to the left. Where are you? There's loads of birds there as well, so it's probably getting wired in amongst them, isn't it? Lad, where have you done it? The pixelated lights were pretty. I did use a very, very heavily, I don't know, what you call edited version of one of the frames of that courting couple from last night. So it looked lovely. I thought I'd use that because it summed up that night perfectly, and because it was so heavily edited, it doesn't look like it's anyone in particular. So I'm using that. Didn't notice the notification you've been building up to the big game. What's the big game tonight? Is it Norwich? Is that tonight, is it? Oh, bollocks, man. I'll have to get home for that. Don't want to miss that. Is it 8 o'clock kickoff or 7:45, Steve? Yes, the drone is out there, so you will see it, definitely. I can't see it now. It's disappeared somewhere. Unless this sneaky bastard is just watching the doggers. He's e-dogging, electro-dogging. There was a spot on your tablets. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Watch loads of videos. Buy the merch. Wait for the album. If you want to be extras in the video as well, in the film that we're making, the story of my life, do that as well. The story of my life's fantastic. I've already sorted the script out. The plot's amazing. He was born, he twatted about, he had a stroke, he twatted about some more. It's going to be a blockbuster, I tell you. 8 o'clock, nice one, Steve. Oh, give me a bit of time to go with something to eat. Or I might even order something in. That's how I roll. But I still need to get wine anyway. You could be related. We are all related after all. We're all people under the sun. I should have checked what time the high tide is again. I didn't, did I? Because I'm an absolute fecking idiot. What are you? I'm a fecking idiot, miss. 16%. Jeez. How have you managed that? Kirsty, charger needed. When's your internet getting sorted out, Kirsty? When's your next live coming up? Let us know when you've got it scheduled, and I'll throw it in the stream. We'll get everyone monetized at some point. Even if it's not a lot, just enough to pay for the channel itself. What more can you ask for? I think I need to sort my eyes out. Louise, I read that there as Mandy, only if your surname is Asshat. Fuck's sake. Definitely, I'll tell you what I need to do. Here's a good idea. Take the sunglasses off and put your normal glasses on. You absolute festering dick bag. It's not fucking light anymore. Well, it is, because the sun's just coming out over there. So, of course, I'm going to put my normal glasses on just in time for a big shaft of light to come out. See? Just there. Does the picture look like it's got a heartbeat? You are related to me. Everyone's related. That's why I love religion so much. We're all supposed to come from Adam and Eve. Oh yeah, can you see? Oh, no, go on, left, go left a bit. Can you see him there? Just above the sea wall, moving up now. And again, oh, there he goes, up, 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 up. Years ago, people would have seen that and thought it was some kind of alien craft. Instead, it's just some twat with his baseball cap on back to front, zooming in and out on a drone. It'd be brilliant if he was going live now and filming me while I'm going live now, filming him. Can't have it too far left because otherwise I can't see the chat on the screen. Man. There he goes again. Off further down there to check out if there's any dog in action going on, which there will be, obviously. Pretty good view of the dashboard, yep. Until I can sort out something else, that's where you're staying. I have got things in plan, but you have to stay fairly close to it, where that is, just to be connected to the microphone. But, oh no, I can't, oh bollocks. The mobile mount that I've got has got a cold shoe mount on it for the mic as well, so I could have done that. I could have put it there instead. What a knob. I need a tripod. Doesn't fit on the dashboard because it's too big, but it's got a ball head mount. I am not sponsored by UTBit or UteBit, but I would clearly like to be because they are an absolutely fantastic company. Oh, and I've got another idea, that'll do. There are options, man. The whole plan was to check out Streamlabs, but Streamlabs isn't working because Streamlabs is a cock end of an app. So I need to change that. Didn't have any lighter fluid in the shop that you need for your Zippo, man. My nan and granddad used to have Zippos and they were always filling them up. That smell was very, very evocative. Probably part of the reason why I don't smoke either. Both parents did. They don't anymore. Both grandparents did. Uncle did. It was just the whole house was absolutely full of smoke constantly. So I grew up hating that much. You've got a teeny tripod that'd fit. Sizes and everything, Mandy. It's not the size of your tripod, it's what you put in it and what you do with it. I mean, this isn't an overly huge tripod, but because of the shallow angle of that windscreen there, so you can go there, but then the window is right above it. So the only way I can really do it is I've got a stick on the dashboard mount, sticky thing that I can put a magnet on it. I need to sort something out with that. Or this here thingy-majig. That day you put your phone in it, and underneath it's got the cold shoe mount. So I can put the microphone in there. At some point. Hopefully. I should have tried that today as well, but there would have been too many tests in one day. Steve got a Jim Beam Zippo, which you got by receiving vouchers when you buy a drink. Very nice. My granddad used to have a Fleet Air Arm Zippo, which was stunning thing. Can I extend my legs and stand on the passenger seat? Oh, sorry, the Ujima flip. Funny you should mention that. Because that also can screw into the base, which would then make it even longer. So I could do, I suppose. There's loads of things I can do if I thought about them, but I didn't. This was trying to check out Streamlabs, and Streamlabs is acting like an absolute knob. But I will try the sticky on the dashboard mount, and then I'll put another little thing on top of there, and then we're covered. I'll do that. I shall try that. And part of it... What? I've pressed the button. Oh, fuck that. Part of it as well is so I can see what's going on here. That's the only problem with using a phone as a cam and having chat on it. You need to be able to see it to be able to see what's going on. Otherwise, I could go there in that mount, you could look out to the sea and everything would be schmool. But it can't. I am pouring coffee all over myself as well, by the way. Head cam. Not sure that'll go down too well, to be honest with you, Steve. Oh, although I've got a clip which I use to put the Dennis Bird cam on the branches, which goes on the front of my cap as well. I could use that. I could do that. That is a possibility. I haven't brought the GoPro with me. The only issue. You've had a few, but misplaced them. How can you misplace Zippos? They're massive, man, compared to a normal little shitty Bic lighter or something. They're hefty. Trap a leg with a head restraint and leave 2 legs on the seat to stabilise. Louise, you are proper getting into this. This is getting MacGyver territory. Is there any metalwork involved? Do I have to weld anything? I wouldn't mind that. Put the A-Team theme tune on and I'll weld something in the back there. I'm going to look into that. There must be something I can do in the back. In fact, one of the things I've got now is in the tree, which is a clamp that you can put around anything circular. So you can put it around a headrest mount and it sticks out and you can put the camera in there. I've currently got it in the tree for Dennis Bird cam activities, but I can change that. Gaffer tape, yes. To anyone who's from the United States, it's not gaff tape, it's gaffer tape, and it comes from the fact that a gaffer on a film is an electrician, and the electricians don't want people tripping over wires, so they tape them to the floor so you don't trip over them. Hence gaffer tape, not gaff tape. Feckin' idiots. Get it right or do it shite. Most lighters are lost on passing it around on a heavy night out. Fair enough. So it's not necessarily lost, it's adopted. All your fixes are temporary and fail spectacularly, usually. No, I've got every faith in you. This one will work. I will try it. And I will even call it, I will call it the Louise stream as well. It will work. George Michael there. Gotta have faith there. Baby! Is that it? I'm trying to find out what drone he's using. It looks suspicious like a DJI. A DJI 3, is it? Here's what I should have brought my drone with me. We could have had drone wars. Would have been Buster. I'd have just pressed the button and walked away and mine would have followed me. He's there with his thing in his hand. Oh, matron. Alright, Casper, how's things, bud? He seems pleased with himself. He seems happy. That as test flights go, I think that was a pretty successful one. Well done, fella. Well done. Quarter to 8. Come on, come on. What do I want? Been loads of options, hasn't there? What do I want? At least your Zippos are safe, except for your nephew, because the family don't like them. Fair dues. Yeah, it'd be funny for you all to be on screen one day. One day, who knows? That would be great, that. I can invite people on. That could be done. Easily done. As long as you've got a camera. Get a camera, get a mic, we'll all do it. I can even do it on here. Well, I could do a Streamlabs. Would stop acting like an absolute knob. Do you know what? I'm going to delete it, reinstall it and see if that works. It might do. Don't know why it's not working. It's connected. Everything's working all right. But it just won't go live. It says it is, but it won't. Unless I'm going live on one of my 6 million alternative channels. Because I have alts. I just don't use them. Fucking hell. It's warm tonight, isn't it? Isn't it warm? He says to people who've got no idea how warm it is where I am. "18 degrees. Right. Turn it off and on again. I did, Mandy. I turned it off and on again. Kirsty, you still got to get a mic. You do. It's one of the first things you need to buy when you go into making videos or streaming. Is a half decent mic. Don't have to get anything expensive, but if your sound's okay, people will stick with you. Shit video, good sound is okay. The other way around, no good. Cold in that day, London there. It's bloody hot here, I'm telling you. I am wearing a fleece hoodie, an Oliver Hardy, an Imre Varadi. But yeah, it's warm tonight. It's because I'm out of the draft. The breeze is a little bit chilly. At the plug down. Yep. I have. I think I have to delete everything I put on Streamlabs and then reconnect. In fact, I'll do that first. I'll disable the connections, then reconnect and see if that works. And then if it doesn't work, I'll delete it completely and find another way of doing it. Because it looks boss. Looks great. I've put a little bit of effort into making it look a little bit more on brand. I fucking hate that on brand shite, but here we are. Ooh, there's action behind us. It's too late for dogging. What's he up to? Sneaky person. Yep. Kirsty, if you lived closer, I'd give you one. Oh, hang on, whoa. I mean, a microphone. I have got spare ones. You could have had one. Seeing as though I'm an absolute dickhead with the amount of stuff I've got now. 3 cameras, 2 webcams, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 mics. You know, such a bell end. A collapsible green screen. Lights all over the gaff. Pre-dogging jogging. Do you know what? That might be what it is. Power cycling is the IT people call it, Louise. Yep. Have you tried forcing an unexpected reboot? Birthday shout out to Dog Man. Happy birthday. We're going to do a live stream with me old fella during the Euros. I don't think we can afford him, to be honest. He's got a couple of podcasts coming up, I think. It's funny, he started doing his podcast years ago for people. They invite him on and do interviews with him. And then as the years have gone by, it's like, no. Use a better microphone, I'll plug this in for you. Do you want to use a better camera? I've got a better camera for you if you want. It's going to get to the point where he is going to be looking completely professional. I did want him to use my setup. Just connect to the podcast via that, because I can make the back look however he wants, whatever colours he wants, whatever background he wants, with a top class camera, top class sound. I was annoyed last night, you know. Did you notice? I looked back on the aborted stream and it looked great and it sounded fantastic, but didn't work. Isn't that an absolute pisser? Looked good, sounded good, didn't fucking work. Yep, noticed. I didn't really hide it, did I? Sit the green screen behind him. That green screen is fantastic, you know. It's like a metal container. Unhook it, lift it up, and then pull, and it's there behind you. It's fantastic. I'm going to put it behind me for one of the streams, and then just let you see exactly what it's like. Just for shits and gigs, as the kids say. Botrix was working. Did everyone get points? Bellends on bikes with learner plates, not going out the exit, going between the bollards into traffic. One of those two young chaps is not going to see 40. Wrexham will be playing against Tranmere this season. They will. So there is a possibility my dad will have to go and be introduced to the crowd, I think. He did last time Wrexham played Tranmere. Got invited and went on the pitch. Of course, because my dad is in the Wrexham Hall of Fame as a player. Hasn't met Ryan Reynolds or Rob McElhenney yet, but my daughter keeps asking, as does my ex-wife, can you get us to meet them? And no. Angie levelled up, or was it Ali? I think two people did yesterday, didn't they? And I can't remember who. Heart was a poem. Yeah, would be a nice series 4. I mean, obviously, if you watch the documentary that they did on Dutch television about my dad, part of it is he went to Wrexham to do not after dinner speaking, but that kind of thing, a Q&A session with the fans, a bit of a talk. They absolutely love him when he goes there, because he's got a really good sense of humour and just a nice, proper, down-to-earth fella. So wherever he goes, the place is always chocker, and whoever's there, you'll spend as much time as they want, taking pictures, signing autographs and things. He's very well loved in Wrexham and Middlesbrough and Enschede. There's only Tranmere fans don't like him, but that was because he went there when he was 33 with serious back problems. So he I don't know how many games he played, but he very rarely played for them. And then had to retire at the end of the season, so they never saw the best of him. The other 3 teams, though, the fans absolutely love him. When he worked on the aborted bit, gutted. Go back and have a look at that video. It looks fantastic and it sounds great. Doesn't Mickey T do a podcast at Wrexham? I think he does. Mickey Thomas used to babysit me, as did Joey Jones, and they both used to clean my dad's boots. Two absolutely fantastic fellas. Joey's not been too well. Neither's Mickey. You know, Mickey's had serious health problems, but hopefully he's doing all right now. Cracking player as well. It's funny as well, all the ex-players since Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney have gone there, all the ex-players are turning up in droves. I don't know what they're hoping to do, whether they'll just start handing out thousands of pounds or whether they're going to invite them into the next film. Some lower league left back wants to appear in a Hollywood film. What the fucking hell, what? My dad's the opposite. Keeps getting invited. Why don't you come down and meet the owners? No, I've got no interest in that. He'll come down and speak to the fans, but doesn't want to get involved in the whole fucking rigmarole around the two famous lads. It's not his kind of thing, you know what I mean? Again, which is probably why he's so loved, because he's just down to earth. What the fucking hell are you doing? You can't go out that way. And instead you've almost written off a fucking BMW. Bellends. Names are not your strong point. This seems to be a recurring theme with the people in this chat. When none of us are any good on names, but we can remember faces. Well, most of us can. Oh well, that's me coffee done. There's only one Vinnie Jones. There's a great documentary on Amazon Prime. I think it was, yeah, it was Amazon Prime. What was it called? It's all about football, but it's all about players who weren't necessarily that good technically or whatever, but were great spirits, fantastic in the dressing room. Exactly the kind of players these teams needed. Vinnie Jones was one of them at Leeds. Was it The Will to Win or something like that it's called? Yeah, all about journeyman footballers, but the impact that they have was fantastic. Well worth watching. Series 3's only just started. Yep, Series 4 to come. That's just been announced, hasn't it? Series 4. They must be making a fair few quid there as well. Absolutely amazing for the club. It's one thing I'll say about the pair of them, Ryan and Rob. They haven't just turned up to make a TV show. They've turned up to change things around, and they have. The TV show is just a way of making a bit more money for the club. They really put an effort into improving Wrexham as a town, not just as a football club. Lovely to see. The town deserves it. Some lovely people there who've been shit on from a great height. Have I decided what I'm eating yet? I haven't, and it's 8 o'clock and the footy started. Man. This, no es bueno, man. No es bueno. Yep, very, very passionate about it. The Vinnie Jones programme on Discovery Channel. I haven't watched that. Is that what he's, it's like Clarkson's Farm for footy players, that one. Any good? I might watch him. I might do. I'll have to check it out, man. The Funk Soul Brother. It starts to get busy. Why is it getting busy here now? It's not dark. It's not that kind of time. There's people fucking everywhere. No sunset though. Big American car though. They are stupidly big. There's no need for cars that big. Something with a 9-litre engine which got about 120 horsepower that you can overtake on a mountain bike. Stupid bastard cars. Yeah, still haven't decided. They are getting ready for the Dogging Expo. They probably are. Which is why I'm being eyed up with suspicion. Especially as lights, camera, action. Very, very sneaky. Right, I am going to have to work out exactly how to have another rig out in this place so it works properly. I've got the light, I've got the mount, I've got the microphone. I should be able to make this work. Just an entire little car set up on its own. I could, you know. I've got a second phone as well because we can't get a good signal in the house. I bought a pay-as-you-go O2 thing, which is a tenner a month. I could stream via that, couldn't I? So I've always got decent... And that's my second phone, so I could just put it in there, stream. I could log into YouTube on the same account on this and then just watch the chat going through. I can do that. We will try that next time. We will try that. Ringside seat, yep. And with beans on toast, not a chance. Not a chance. That would involve almost burning myself. I can't cook yet. I can put stuff in the microwave, but I can't do anything else. Can't even use both hands to butter bread or cut cheese or stuff. Nothing like that. It's fucking useless. Absolutely useless. And it's been tremoring all day and I hate it. Fucking hate it. Hurry up and come back. I'm sick of not playing guitar. And I was singing earlier, full blast, and it sounded fucking awful. So if anyone's watching, if you have a stroke, one of the things that goes missing, apart from your memory, is also how to sing. I sounded like a piece of coal stuck under a door. Not had beans on for a while. That's sausage, chips and beans. That's a proper staple, that one, innit? No toaster. Yes, we have a toaster. But it's hard to butter toast one-handed. I think you need to have a second one to stop it from flying around the house. And I can't really do that. Can I do a shout out to your dad? Whipper, of course we can. Shout out to Whipper's dad. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Where are you from, mate? Whereabouts? Louise, you sound like that without a stroke. Oh man, it's horrible, isn't it? Saf, you had an emergency to attend to. Everything okay, bud? You're back and you're bad. Yep, exactly. Hi Whipper's dad as well. Hope you're both doing well on this glorious day. It's a lovely day. Every day is a lovely day. When you think that it's going to be your last day, suddenly every day is a fantastic day. Even if it's raining, doesn't matter. Stop, have a look around. Isn't it fantastic? We love it. Helen's making your friend Tony a birthday cake for Saturday. Good stuff. Our Norfolk correspondent is also Ardelia. She's not just a dealer, she's a big dealer. A big dealer at Dodge City. We love it. What flavour? Yeah, we need to find that out. Quel flavor, Etienne. Quel flavor. We need to know what flavour, because it might then, I might go and buy one. A shitty version of that. Because I'm starving. Right, now Blackpool Tower was visible earlier very, very brightly. It's now covered in haze. I don't know if that means that rain is coming this way. Coffee and walnuts, oh man, sign me up. I like that, I like a bit of coffee and walnut. I wonder, I think Tesco do coffee and walnut cake. think they do, you know. In fact, I'll go to Tesco, I won't go to Chippy. I'll find something in Tesco, but I'm having cake as well. To hell with the consequences. Cake flavoured. I would hope so. I would hope so. Ooh, a murder out rangy. Windows blacked out. Ooh, very suspicious. Especially in the dogging site. What are they getting up to? Not keen on that one, Kirsty. Fair enough. I like him. Monday, you do a mean coffee and walnut fairy cake. Okay, well, I'm only 30 miles away by hovercraft or by jet ski. Drop it off in ours. Get kuchen, la, get kuchen. Just kuchen, will ya? So if you're very confused, what did you miss? Everything. UFOs, dogging, road rage. Sorry, Mandy. Road rage. You refuse to call it a cupcake on principle. As right you should, because it's not a cupcake. It's a fairy cake, man. We can't lose our heritage. We need to keep our heritage. Oh, let's open the window a little bit before I melt. The only problem with doing that in a dogging site is any second now, someone could come and pinch me. I don't want to be pinched on principle or anywhere else. I feel surrounded. It's weird. There's a car there, there's one behind me, there's one there behind me, and there's one a little bit further along. It just feels like I'm hemmed in. I'm about to get me balloon not burst, I think. You're blaming auto-erect, of course you are. I would as well, I blame Jeff. Your grandma, fairy cake shit, your grandma made some gorgeous cakes. Is that something that we're losing bit by bit? Each generation, there's less people that can make cakes like that and wonderful stuff. Because my mum's mum used to be a fantastic cook. And my ma's shite. I'm not saying my ma's a bad cook, but ours is the only house in the street with her bin bags of her ulcers. Know what I mean? She can boil a nice bit of toast. She's got a black belt in cooking. Kill anyone with one chop. Is this thing on? Of course not. Plain walnut cake. Give that a go. Oh, was there a programme on BBC Two about the mountain the other day? What was that? Let me know. I want to watch that. I like mountains. But yeah, every generation. I mean, my sister was absolutely awful at cooking until she went and worked in a nursing home. And then she had to help the chef. And then when the chef wasn't there on certain days, she had to step in. But she's become an absolutely fantastic cook now because of having to do it and being taught how to do the basics. But everyone else just seems to be bloody awful. My dad's alright as well, actually. He taught himself. After he retired, he had nothing to do but watch quiz shows during the day and cookery programmes, and he'd have a go at anything. I, on the other hand, I can feed myself, but I'm not great. I'm certainly not good at the moment. I can't pick a pan up. I'm not allowed to. Arura. Look out your window on a clear day and you can see it. Kirsty, you can make soda bread. Ooh, now you're talking. Bit of chocolate sponge as well. There's a series about the rescue services on the mountain. I'm going to have to check that out. I love stuff like that. I'm mountain mad, me. Mountain mad. Whereas your ma taught you to bake but wouldn't teach you to cook for health and safety reasons. There you go. If you can put it, make it and stick it in the oven, you're okay. Anything else, not a chance. No accident and emergency, no ER, nothing like that. I didn't even get that far, but as I say, I can feed myself, so I'll be alright. Helen makes amazing cakes. Lucky sod. No one makes them in ours. Nobody. I'm having to sort myself out tonight because it's steak night. Everyone's eating steak in the house, and I don't really do steak too often. I'm not an overly big fan of lumps of meat in general. I'd rather eat a bit more pasta or rice, I think. I'm not a vegetarian by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, not a huge fan of steak, and yet I used to be. Whenever I was away with work, if we were on expenses, I'd always go and get a steak, take a picture of it and send it to my mates, my work mates. Nothing tastes sweeter than expensive steak, so they hated me for that. So I carried on doing it. Irish soda bread that you make, oh, very nice. Love stuff like that. Any homemade breads, so good. So Louise, you either starve or die of diabetes, or bully someone else into cooking for you while you make all the boss cakes. Man, if you've got a recipe, you'll attempt baking different stuff. It's the only way you learn as well, isn't it? No, just do it. Find your recipe, try it. If it's no good, bin it. If you like it, continue to make it. So if you love steak but you only have it when you're out, so it's cooked perfectly. I have an issue with that as well. I have an issue with chefs in general. This thing about if someone says I want a steak and I want it well cooked, well done, and they come out, you shouldn't have it that way. Fuck off, mate. I'm paying, I'll have it whichever way I want. It's not down to you. You're there to cook the thing, you're not here to tell me how to have something. If I want tomato sauce with it, I'll have tomato sauce with it. Now, toddle on and make me food the way I want it. But no. Don't get that anywhere else, do you? Don't go into a record shop. I'd like to buy this. Oh no, sorry, I'm not going to sell you that because it's shit. I'm giving you this instead, but I don't want that. No. Chefs, just absolute knobheads. Anyway, where's your bit, Jeff? We haven't changed that, have we? Tit. Baking is a science, yep. All regimented, isn't it? This and this makes that. Cooking requires imagination and flair, both of which you sadly lack. Oh, I don't believe that for a second, not a chance. Oh, you're sending recipes? Good stuff, Kirsty. Baking needs precision, yeah. Cooking is freestyle. It's freeform jazz, man. You know what I mean? Just halfway through, do you know what? Fuck, I'm going to throw this in it. This thing is in the cupboard. It's 9 years old. It's going in. Happy days. Steve, your brother-in-law eats every meal covered in HP sauce. Man. Whatever tickles your pickle. You've got to eat it, like, haven't you? So, well, he's got to eat it, so however he likes it, he likes it. You said you could, doesn't mean you would. It's a different matter altogether. Seth, when you worked in a music store, you stop people buying crap CDs, but you don't hand in Ed Sheeran, go home, open the bag, and it's Radiohead. There you go, Radiohead. We should get Radiohead to get Ed Sheeran songs and make them into something palatable, something interesting, rather than shit that should have stayed on fucking busking platforms. If you're watching Ed, you are bollocks. You are ruining music. You and Taylor Swift, get married and retire together. That way, two other poor bastards don't have to be involved with you. Now you can go and bore each other fucking senseless with your music. fucking hate Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift. Bastards. The homogenisation of music needs to stop. There's no imagination. As Neil Innes sang, they've got as much imagination as a caravan site. How do you sell the rubbish stock? Is that a question to Saf in the music store, or is that we talking about food again? Rubbish stock, chicken stock? Steve, do I watch any Johnny Smith? I do. I haven't seen much in a while though. He hasn't appeared on my timeline for some strange reason. I've not seen the Astra GTE. I'm going to have to check that out. Sent back to the supplier. Good. Kirsty, unfortunately got neighbours who regularly play Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran. Absolutely no imagination, no taste. As I said before, people like that. Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift, Coldplay is for people who think vanilla is a spice. They don't just fail to push the envelope. They don't even reach the edges of the envelope that they're in at the moment. That's how shite they are. Just rehashing the same thing over and over and over again. Bollocks to them. Angie, how you doing? How's things? We're back at the dogging site. And we have come prepared. We have our own little light. Shh, don't tell anyone. Once the kitchen's finished. I can't speak. You're gonna have your spare room back. Thank Christ. Oh, Saf, it's coming up. It's there. Brother owned an 80s Opel Vauxhall Cadet and an Astra GTE. I prefer Opel Cadets to Vauxhall Astras because they don't sound as shitty. Jackie, you love Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift and Coldplay. Right, get off your bard. Yep, a bit of flashing going on. Whole lot of flashing going on. It's... Jackie, come on, man. There's so much music out there. Decent music. Things with edge. And I don't mean U2, even though U2, they went shit as well, but listen to the first, 6 or 7 albums. They're fantastic. But I hate it when bands play it safe. I really hate that. That's why, again, I've said this before on streams, the reason why so many people in the UK hate Coldplay. Not everyone, Mandy. Not everyone. You've said this before. Loads of people hate Coldplay because of how bland they are. The first 2 albums were great, and you think to yourself, these could go on to be an absolute all-time classic band. And instead of pushing the envelope, they've played it safe ever since. They've gone on to become like a Timu or Wish U2. Just stop playing it safe. Take a few chances and wear t-shirts where the fucking arms come down here, Chris. You bellend. Fucking hate Chris Martin. I've only got one working hand and it still knocks shite out of him. Swat. Anyway, yeah, I fucking hate bands like that, man. Whereas bands that I started watching in the 90s, which is something Saf, by the way, I mentioned this, didn't I? I am going to do sort of reactions or chats about songs I liked during the 90s and bands that I liked. But bands like Radiohead could have stayed as a fairly successful indie band playing big arenas and making good money, but they decided to push it constantly. So they became the band that they are now, which is hugely commercially successful and critically successful as well. Critically acclaimed. Super Furry Animals did it, went on. Supergrass did it as well. The early stuff was all meat and potatoes indie, and then went on to become very, very, very good quality music. Divine Comedy started off that way anyway, so they're slightly different. But push yourself and see how good you are as a songwriter and a musician. Whereas they've just said, nah, we're alright. This is selling, we'll stick with this. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, yeah, but if that's the case, the 100 metres record in the Olympics would still be about 27 seconds, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have anyone, you wouldn't have Dick Frosbury trying to jump over a high jump in a different manner to get higher and higher. Whole point is you push yourself as an artist. Otherwise, what's the point? I really don't see the point in it. See what you're capable of. Michelangelo, he didn't artex the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, did he? You know what I mean? That'll do. No, that won't do. Let's see what you're capable of. What is it you can do when you are allowed the space, or you are given the tools and the creativity? Go and help yourself. Divine Comedy are brilliant. They are. If you like them, Steve, do you like the Duckworth-Lewis method? Superb. I love them. Yeah, they all look for the hit. Once they get it, the record company won't let them do anything but the same. But the groups do have the ability to say to the record company, this is what you're getting. We will give you a hit single, but the album is going to sound like this. Again, Radiohead, they were asked to start doing similar things, and they just said to the record company, no. What we're going to do is we're going to do this. This is what we want to do. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. They ended up, I think, the contract run out, or they got themselves out of the contract and just then went and started making the music they wanted to make, which is the way it should be. The first couple of albums give them the money and the space to go and spend months and months in the studio and make what they wanted to. Bowie said, fuck it, and he's a legend, played by his own rules. That's the only way that you find out what you are capable of as an artist. You don't get it from just doing the same thing over and over again. Know what I mean? No worries, Angie. No worries. Ali, you're eating. Lucky sod. Penguin Garage Band. I've never heard of them, Steve. I'm going to have to check this out, aren't I? Who's still buying albums, though? It's all streams and Spotify now. Louise, I am. I'm still buying vinyl. And if anyone is in the northwest area, I'm buying them from Quicksilver Music in Southport. Fantastic shop, run by lovely people in a very, very nice vibe. Really, it's such a gorgeous place. Love it. That's on King Street in Southport, by the way. Spotify's sound, but the quality of the music's nowhere near as good as vinyl. Prince is one of only a few musicians that own their own master copies. Yeah, he did control his own destiny. If you are in that position where you can do what you want, that must be so, mind-blowing and empowering. I can go and do whatever I feel like. It's great. Yeah, vinyl sounds so much better. And the reason, of course, is to get your music onto like Spotify, it's compressed. So they take the waveform, they cut off the top part, they cut off the bottom part, so you lose all the bass and all the high end, and you're losing so much of that, and it muddies it into this just mid-range, and it sounds fucking awful. You throw on the vinyl and you get the full waveform. It's amazing, so much better. I told my daughter this and she didn't believe me until I gave her her first record, and it absolutely, her head went. Yeah, the masses haven't twigged. The masses don't care. And Spotify don't care. All Spotify wants, really, the algorithm is 14-year-old girls playing Taylor Swift on a repeat constantly. Because that tickles that algorithm perfectly. They don't want someone listening to the shit that I listen to, or some of the weirder stuff, because it does nothing for them. Why do you read away in a Geordie accent? Away man, eh? Away man, woman man, eh? Didn't Prince play all the instruments on his recordings? He did. He's an amazing guitar player. Obviously he had people playing, loads of people appeared on his albums, but he could play absolutely every instrument, and there are entire albums where he played everything. Drums, obviously, I think is probably the hardest thing to get your head around. Once you can play that, you can play anything. What the fucking hell's that over there? Why is there a light over there? It's low. It's just almost your boats out there. Or UFOs. Very low UFOs. The sea must be over there. That's not that far away. Is the water coming in or going out? We don't know these things. The first musician to sell his music via the internet. You paid him and you could download his music. I love stuff like that. Again, that's bloody hell, they are very bright. Radiohead did that with was it In Rainbows? When that come out, you could go onto the site and download it and pay whatever you felt like. If you didn't want to pay for it, you put 0 in and you could download it for free. Instead of putting it out as a normal CD. And loads of people paid over the odds for it just to say thank you. Marvellous. Could be an invasion. How am I feeling, Ali? Better for seeing you. Sorry, I made myself feel a bit sick there. The word murder, always in a Scottish accent. Murder, that's because of Taggart, isn't it? Dave Grohl on the first Foo Fighters. If you can play the drums and you can play guitar, you can play everything else. Guarantee you. The merch size in the staff t-shirt, is it big? The medium, I don't know. I've not seen one yet. I haven't ordered one. I'm going to have to order myself one, but mine's going to be a double XL, obviously. I don't know. I can order samples. I still got to pay for them, but I have to order samples. I'm going to get one of the hoodies, I think, and I might get a couple of the t-shirts. But as soon as I get one, I'll let you know what the sizes are like. Whichever way it's going, it's waving. There's waves out there, definitely. Lenny Kravitz also plays all the instruments on his albums. U2 gave it to you whether you wanted it or not. Aye. Again, I think U2 are one of those bands that get slagged off all the time because Bono decided he was the next coming of Christ. And yet, if you go back and listen to the first 3 albums especially, Boy, October and War, fantastic. Even today they sound good. Yeah. Is it based in the UK? It is. They are based in the UK, but I think what they do, anything that's ordered in the UK gets shipped from the UK. But I think they might have places around the world, so if you order something in Melbourne, it'll be printed nearby and then shipped out. I'm not that big, am I? I am, Steve. I am 6'4" and 16 stone. I am a big lad. Doesn't always show, but because I've got fairly thin arms and what have you. But I'm a big un. I am a big un. Went to pot after Rattling Hum. But some of the albums after that were okay, but not brilliant. I saw them in 1993 on the Zoo TV tour and they were superb, genuinely superb. They were supported by Marksman and the Stereo MCs in Round Hay Park in Leeds. Marvellous. Paul Oakenfold was the DJ. So it was superb. But it wasn't the same as the first few albums. And I think it's because that sound of an angry and hungry young band goes as soon as you become a multi-millionaire living in Monaco. Know what I mean? You're in Ireland. Ali, it'd be fine going to Ireland. It'll come from either England or it'll be printed in Ireland, so you should be fine. Too much information. Sorry, Mandy, but the question was asked. I'm a big boy. Yours going to be a 6XL. Steve, you'd be surprised how big the sizes are on there, Genuinely, there's some fairly hefty kit on there. No worries, Seth. Come and go as you please, mate, you know what I mean? Yep. Starry-eyed surprise. Bit of TTFN. Oh, fucking hell, it's 8:30. How's this been going on for this long? can never shut up, can I? And considering the very first live I was doing, I was worried about what I was going to say. Now I jump on for a 10-minute live and an hour and a half later I'm still here rabbiting on like a knobhead. Right, I need to go to Tesco. I need food. I need wine. I need bread. I don't actually need bread, but you know what I mean. Yeah, but it should be too late to eat. I'll have to get something light. Nothing too heavy. Mind you, I didn't finish work till 7 o'clock, so it was never going to be an early tea, was it? Have I sorted the issue? I don't think I've sorted anything today, to be honest. But we've had a laugh, haven't we? And what more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? Plus, I didn't get dogged. Yep. Steve, good luck. Up the city, come on. Take care and see you later. You will do. I might jump on again later on and just test whether Streamlabs is working. So if you see that, don't worry about joining. It's just to check whether it's working or not. But thank you very much anyway. Bread and wine. Sounds like the Last Supper. Jesus Christ, Mandy. Does a bit, doesn't it? Bread, wine. That's a bit of UB40, isn't it? Is that what the kids know? The kids do that now, don't they? What I'm talking about. Yeah, anyway, cheers for that. I've enjoyed that. I was starting to get a little bit het up earlier, but now I'm alright. Well, I'll have to open the window because it's getting ridiculously hot. So yeah, cheers. See you all later. Stay safe, be cool, be kind, be calm. What else? There was something else I was going to say to you. Oh yeah, that was it. Bye.